Fala galera, mais um vídeo, canal Jente, eu sou o Gelones. Hoje eu vou trazer para vocês um vídeo muito legal. Só explicar o seguinte, essa entrevista aconteceu há 2 meses atrás, quase 2 meses atrás, quando eu estava na Finlândia visitando a Supercell. Então por isso eu postei muito atrasado, mas eu queria logicamente postar. Eu espero que vocês gostem aí, dê um trabalhão botar as legendas. E eu vou deixar o link do canal do meu parceiro Arthur aí, que legendou isso, e passem lá no canal dele, galera, porque ele deu uma super moral nesse vídeo. É isso aí, bora pro vídeo. Fala galera, mais um vídeo, canal Jente, eu sou o Gelones e tem um cara aqui do meu lado, é o Chief Pet.
What's up, guys?
Eu vou falar em inglês o vídeo todo, mas eu vou colocar uma legenda aqui embaixo. I'll be putting subtitle here so you guys can understand it, okay? So today I'm interviewing Chief Pet. I want to thank you.
No problem, man. We've had some good days in Helsinki so far. Some of them a little more blurry than others, but it's been a fun time.
Yeah, it's been a fun time. And today I'm bringing this content for you guys, and I'm really happy with it. And let's start. How did you start on YouTube, man?
So for me, I was like 19 years old, and I was a sophomore in college, and I was studying accounting in college, and I really didn't want to study for my exam, so I looked in the App Store for the first time in like 2 years, and I saw Clash of Clans had just come out. It was about a month after it had come out, so I downloaded it, and I started playing the single-player maps, and no one had any guides online past level 15, which was like Fakova, I forget, but I was like, oh, I can do it. I had never made a video in my life, but I was like, I can make a video for this and do some guides, so I posted some guides. I remember like getting a couple of subscribers and thinking they were all like my mom or my friends. And I just kept people ask for like multiplayer, and then it started expanding from there. So then that's just where it came from. And then eventually after that year at school, I think I had about 100,000 subscribers.
Wow.
And I was like, well, I can either try to apply for the business school, or I can keep doing YouTube, and I said YouTube would be more fun. So.
Did your family just accept it that easily?
Yeah, because at that point, I had my subscriber base, and I was starting to make a decent amount of money, and plus with school, it was hard to do both at the same time for me.
Yeah.
It was either one or the other. I don't know if you tried doing it.
I tried.
Yeah. So it was sort of, I had to make a choice. So by that time, I was making enough money to support myself, and I could also go back to college at any time that I had wanted to. So at that point, I felt like it was the best to give it a shot, because so much traveling, like I'm in Finland. Last year, I probably spent 6 months out of the country, so you can't really go to school if you're traveling that much.
So I guess I was about to ask you if it was hard to make your channel grow, but it just grew naturally, right?
Yeah, sort of from the beginning. I mean, I was the third Clash of Clans YouTube channel, really, that was dedicated to Clash of Clans. Like the third one, and I think there's 27,000 is what we've heard.
Yeah.
So I was number 3, and the other 2 have since they stopped after 2013.
Yeah.
So it was, I mean, in the beginning there was plenty of audience, and obviously being the most popular mobile game ever helped out a lot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all the subscribers and the views were there, but it was all just a big surprise. It was just, hey, I'm going to make these single player maps. I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully it helps people. And then it was, okay, maybe people want to see some multiplayer, and maybe it'll get bigger. And then eventually it was, it just exploded from there. And the whole thing was, in the beginning, I thought I didn't want Supercell to see my videos because I thought they would copyright strike them. Yeah. So I was hiding because I thought they would be mad that I was putting ads on my videos or using their content like because back then game companies used to get pretty mad about that. But then eventually they commented on my videos, and they were like, "Nice video, Chief." And I was like, "Thank God that they didn't take me down." So it was pretty smooth from the beginning.
Awesome. So you've been playing Clash of Clans since the beginning, like me. I've been playing since September of 2012.
Yeah, same. September 29th.
Yeah.
Old school.
Yeah, man. I remember when they first released the Dark Troops. I was so excited, man.
And they were all so bad. No one used any of them because the Hog Rider used to target all buildings, not just defenses.
Yeah.
The Valkyrie was terrible. This is the first time the Valkyrie's ever been like really good. And then the minions were okay, but they weren't like used. So it was some weird times. You remember when the army camps, if your army camps were destroyed, your troops were destroyed.
Oh my God.
That was the worst. They changed that at Halloween. That pissed me off so bad. I was so mad every time. They said, I think on Halloween, they're like, if this post gets 10,000 likes on Facebook, we'll change it. Like it used to have no likes on their Facebook page. It was crazy.
It was good that they changed, because
the game would suck if they.
Yeah, that was awful. That was so bad.
Could you give us an example of something interesting that happened with you for being a YouTuber?
Let's see. Well, probably the best one I have is I won a trip to go to space. That's my favorite story.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, in 2013, I was in a contest with Axe, and somehow there was a voting submission. I only had about 20,000 subscribers, but I was like, hey, if you guys want to vote for me to have a chance to go to space camp and then compete for space, then you can vote for me. And then somehow with the voting, something happened. Eventually, I was one of the top 2 people. So I went to space camp, and there's people from a bunch of different countries. There was a couple from Brazil, I think, and one of them is going to space. I forget his name, but we're friends on Facebook. I gotta find him. And I won a trip to go to space, which was just insane. I haven't gone yet. I'm hoping I get to go, but that was my coolest story. As far as
you haven't been to space?
No, I haven't been yet. No, I haven't been yet. So hopefully soon.
It's been 2 years, right? Like
it was December of 2013, and it's 2016 now. They said it was going to take a while. And we're guaranteed the flight, or else I think they like give us some nice money. So either way, it's gonna be good. But I want to go to space. Like,
yeah,
I want to go to. It would be so cool.
Of course.
And Supercell, we're in the office right now. They said they would give me like an offline build to do an attack while in space.
That would be.
Which would be crazy.
Awesome.
It would be so crazy. So I'll make sure to have a Brazilian flag on my base when I go up there.
Awesome.
So don't worry,
Awesome.
We're good.
You have. I remember seeing the last time you got around like 800 videos, 700 videos.
Yeah, I think it's about 950 or 1,000.
Yeah,
right now. Yeah, that's a lot.
Do you still are you still passionate about it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've done almost 500 videos, and I still love doing them.
Yeah,
have so
it's
much
different
fun
every day. Yeah.
Are you still passionate about it?
Yeah, it's crazy, and I think especially with Clash Royale coming out, it's been fun. There's just so many exciting things happening. Of course, there's points just like with players, like where an update hasn't come out in 2.5 months, and players are starting to say, okay, we want some of these new features. We're getting a little bit bored, and then the YouTubers are like, okay, I've done so many Grand Warden attacks after the updates. That, like, there's points where people get bored with stuff, but as far as like creating content and thinking of different stuff, I think it's always exciting. Whether it's thinking of like different class challenges, different tips and guides. Of course, with Clash of Clans being out for so long right now, that's sort of different. I feel like it's moved from more. It used to be I used to just do 100% strategy on like my Clash of Clans stuff, and then it's slowly gone into more like fun stuff and different things. So I think it like consistently changes, but. As far as like getting bored and stale, it's only if maybe an update hasn't come out in a while, then it's like, oh, well, there's nothing like too new or exciting I can do. But I mean, with this new Clash of Clans update, the new Clash Royale going global, obviously, there's tons of stuff to do there. It's like, there's too much stuff to post. There was points where I didn't post videos for like 5 or 6 days in a row, and now I'm posting like 2 times a day, or at least once a day, just because it's so much fun to do all these like awesome things, because there's so many things to do, so it's cool. And it's cool that, you've been around. When did you start your YouTube channel? Like the same time as me, or didn't you just play for a while?
I just started my YouTube channel like 1.5 years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Pretty soon, yeah.
Okay, well, yeah.
Recent.
But you've been around for, like the ups and downs of
Yes.
between the updates. And the updates used to be every other month or every month in the beginning, and now they take every 2 months, every 3 months. I mean, we've heard some stuff that maybe some cool stuff's coming to Clash of Clans this year and Clash Royale, so it should be good.
It should be good. It should be awesome. Is there any achievement you wanna hit? Like, have you hit 1 million subscribers like a year ago or maybe 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was
pretty
2014 September. Yeah.
So, do you have any achievements like?
I don't know. I mean, the best achievement, I don't know about you, but my favorite achievement was hitting like 100 subscribers.
Yeah.
That was the craziest. And that was back when YouTube still had like customizable backgrounds and stuff, and the old like counter. And I remember hitting 100 and just like freaking out. I think a million was pretty cool. Of course, like the 100,000, I'm sure it's crazy. You get your plaque.
Yeah.
And then a million is crazy, but I don't know. I don't have any like 10 million or aspirations or anything like that. I mean, of course it would be cool, but I think just for me, it's not even YouTube based. I just want to be like one of the best players at Clash Royale right now. That's one of my goals, and just making cool and consistent content. There's no like subscriber goal. 2 million subscribers is coming up, I think. I'm at like almost 1.8 million right now. So maybe think of something cool for that. I had some ideas. I did skydiving while playing Clash of Clans for 1 million subscribers. So I'm thinking of maybe something else for 2 million, but yeah, just take it one step at a time. Yeah, 100 was crazy, 1 million was crazy, 100,000 were crazy, but Yeah, we'll just see what happens. I feel like a lot of people, they say once they hit 1 million subscribers, they don't even look at their subscriber count anymore because they're like, okay, I hit 1 million subscribers, it's never gonna get to 10 million, so I don't know.
I remember back those days, you made serious about like, oh, okay, guys, now I'm gonna hit like 3,000 trophies in Clash of Clans, and now people are just getting like 6,500.
I did a quest to 2,000 trophies. And people are like, this is insane, 2,000 trophies. It's like, nah, it's like 5,500, 58, whatever, how high it's gotten up now, it's crazy.
Man, I just want to thank you so much because you can't imagine that, but it really is a dream to have you guys around, being here, you know.
Yeah, it's cool.
I couldn't freaking imagine that in my life. So,
yeah, same.
That's freaking awesome.
It's nuts. And I can't wait to come to the Brazilian game show, man.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so cool. BGS. I'll be in Brazil, so hopefully I'll see some of you guys there.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be the first time for me, so I'm really excited.
Now I'm gonna speak Portuguese. Galera, visitem o canal do Chief Pet aí, eu vou deixar o link na descrição, provavelmente todos vocês já conhecem ele, aí, mas eu vou deixar o link do canal dele na descrição. Eu quero que vocês botem lá no canal dele uma hashtag Brazil Rules, ok?
Brazil Rules.
In his last video. So, no último vídeo dele, coloquem essa tag. I see you guys in the next video. Um grande abraço, galera, e até o próximo vídeo.